Hello knitters, Barbara Benson here. I am an independent knitwear designer who also likes to make videos here on my YouTube channel, Watch Barbara Knit. I am having a bad hair day today, so we're going to just do a tutorial. All you're going to see today is my hands. And what we are going to learn how to do today is right twist and left twist, which is abbreviated RT and LT. And we're just going to jump directly into it because a big complaint about tutorials is too much talking. So here's what we're going to do. I have it set up and we're going to be able to work it twice. We got right twists and left twists. So first off, I have to get to a right twist or a left twist takes 2 stitches. And the first thing we're going to work is a right twist. Now down here, you can see I've done a series of right twists. You can see bink, 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 right? So coming up, let's make sure it's in focus. So what you do is next 2 stitches are the ones that are going to be twisted. So I'm going to take my right hand needle, this one here, and insert it into the front leg of the second stitch from the tip. Not the first stitch, which is what you would normally do, but the second stitch. And what we have to do, and I'm going to get up as close as I can, is insert it through that front leg and have it come out in between the first and second stitches. I'm going to angle it so you can see really what's going on. Wrap your yarn just as normal. If you are doing this, if I am a continental knitter, so I just wrap it like this. If you are someone who tensions your yarn in your right hand, it works exactly the same. It's the only change is how you're wrapping your yarn. So we're going to wrap the yarn and pull it through that stitch, just like a normal knit stitch. But do not allow this first stitch to fall off of your left hand needle. You can see I've got my stitch here. It's gone through the front leg. Between, now I'm going to insert into that first stitch, normal left to right knit, wrap again, and pull that through. And as I pull it through, you're going to allow both stitches to drop off of that left hand needle. So we have knit these out of order and twisted them. I put purls in between this so it would be easy to see, and here I'm going to show you again. Okay? Insert your right needle from left to right through the front leg of the second stitch on the needle. I got to make sure that I'm getting it. There we go. Wrap, pull through, leave both stitches on the needle, insert left to right through the front leg of the first stitch, wrap, pull through. We have 2 stitches we've made, and then you let the 2 stitches fall off. So that is the right twist. Next we have the left twist. The left twist is different, but again we are addressing the same 2 stitches. We're working at 2 stitches, but we're going to work through the back loop of the second stitch. Again, we're skipping this first stitch, working into the second stitch, but tilt it toward yourself and insert from right to left through that back leg. Wrap your yarn, pull it through, and then you're going to have to bring your needle back to the front and knit through that first stitch in the normal fashion. Wrap, pull through, allow both stitches to fall off the needle. And here you can see that leg is now leaning left, which is why it's called a left twist. Okay? Here we go again. I'm going to rotate the needles towards me so you can see it. Insert from right to left through that back leg. Wrap your yarn and pull it through. insert the first stitch, left to right, do a normal knit stitch, pull it through, let both stitches drop off. And there we go. That is a left twist. Now, on the return row, all I would do is purl those 2 stitches. Well, here, let me just show you. Not that doing a return row, so since I told you I have purl ditches in between these, so I have my garter selvage, which is 2 stitches, knit, knit, and this is the purl ditch from the front, which is knit. Now this right here is what the twisted stitch looks like from the wrong side, and all we have to do is purl those stitches, and then I'm going to knit the in-between stitch, then we're going to purl 2, knit the in-between stitch, purl 2, knit the in-between stitch, purl 2, knit to the end of the row for what I'm doing, because that was the in-between stitch and then the garter edge. And there we go. These are the 2 right twists I made. These are the 2 left twists. And as you can see, these are what I call the purl ditches, the purl columns in between. And I'm trying to angle it so it'll get the light right, so you can see what that twist stitch looks like. They essentially look like cables. And functionally, you know, we're kind of in a, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, then possibly it may be a duck. Because functionally it looks like a cable. The way it is made is different. It is a twisted stitch, and, well, they are slightly different. I'd have to get way deeper into it to really understand how these stitches are different than cable stitches, but technically they're not cable stitches. Are they pretty much interchangeable with 1/1 cables? Quite possibly. The right one, really, but you get this bar right here that it leans over like really severely, so that you don't typically see in a cable. And when you're working the left one, since you're working through the back loop of that first stitch, you're twisting that stitch. So again, it's not technically going to have the same like structure as a cable, like just a moving, swapping position type cable, but visually they look very similarly. But this is just how I wanted to show it to you so you could see it clearly. There are all different ways that you can use this twisted stitch in textures and to bring interest to different things. So it's not just a way to make essentially a faux cable. Yeah, there are other interesting stitches that incorporate this twisting technique. It is a fun thing, and you can just add it in, like if you wanted, if you had something that had like garter in it, or a field of stockinette, just randomly putting a couple of these little twists scattered about. If you don't stack them, they don't look like cables. They just look like a angled element. So, you know, you could do them in a row and it kind of gives almost a herringbone effect. There's fun stuff. And I encourage you to cast on a swatch and play with it and let me know what you think about left twist and right twist. If you have any questions or thoughts or comments, or know better than me exactly why this is different than a cable, please let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up, click that like button, and if you would like to be notified whenever I upload a new video, please subscribe to my channel and select notifications. Bye bye, y'all.